At least it's nice out today. We have 4 shows.
You talk, Dad? Basically, I'm going to cool myself today. I'll give you some more shows. It's going to be a little amateurish. Alright, that's it. Bye.
Something's coming. Listen.
Konnichiwa. This is the Japanese way of saying good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and on behalf of Six Flags World of Adventure, I would like to welcome you to our pearl diving expedition. We are privileged to bring you the most unique of all the aquatic attractions, an actual demonstration of Japanese pearl diving. We are very fortunate to have a large supply of the famous Akoya pearl-bearing oysters, which you can see located at the bottom of our pool. These oysters are imported from Ago Bay, which is off the southeast coast of Japan. This particular type of oyster is used extensively in Japan for the raising of quality cultured pearls. When I say cultured pearls, many of our guests have the misconception that these pearls are fake or simulated. However, this is not true. A natural pearl is an accidental occurrence which happens at the bottom of the ocean. Somehow, a small particle, such as a piece of sand or a sliver of shell, becomes lodged inside the body of an oyster. This irritates its sensitive lining, causing the oyster to secrete a smooth, varnish-like substance called nacre. Nacre is a calcium deposit which builds up layer upon layer around the foreign particle until a beautiful pearl is formed within 3 to 5 years. Because this is an accidental occurrence in nature, natural pearls are extremely rare. It is for this reason that in 1908, a man named Kokichi Mikimoto invented and perfected a method whereby pearls could actually be planted, grown, and harvested like a crop. He discovered a way of inserting an artificial irritant into the oyster to produce what is referred to as a cultured pearl. Cultured pearls tend to be larger, rounder, and have fewer imperfections than do natural ones. Immediately following this demonstration, our diver Hannah will be diving especially for you. You can participate by purchasing a pearl cup at the pearl cup counter located to my right. Every oyster at the bottom of our pool has been through the pearl cultivation process for 3 to 5 years and is guaranteed to contain at least 1 pearl. If you happen to hear the special guest chimes, which are located behind the oyster bar, this means that we have a special guest. Now we consider anyone to be a special guest who has received 2 pearls from 1 oyster, or a guest who has received a pearl of unusual size, which is 8 millimeters in diameter or larger. Our diver is making her way towards the stage at this time, and as she comes out, I would like to tell you about the Amazon she is representing. Centuries before cultured pearl farming began, the skillful divers of Japan, known as ama, traditionally dove for natural pearls and collected edible seaweed and shellfish for their families. These women were considered to be the most graceful of all the Japanese people. They constantly faced the threat of dangerous waters of Japan and faced the threat of sharks and poisonous eels. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce our diver, Hannah, who will be your Amazon for this demonstration. Hannah is wearing the centuries-old costume of the Ama diver called the Ama gi. The long-sleeve shirt fits her tightly in the neck, wrist, and waist area for insulation against the extremely cold waters of Japan. Now, although it looks rather cumbersome, it will provide her with complete freedom of movement while she is in the water. Also, the bright white color of the outfit is believed to frighten away the predators found in the seas of Japan because it looks like the underbelly of a killer whale. Hannah is now tying a lifeline around her waist, which is attached to a wooden tub or oki. If she should have a problem during her dive, this line would pull up the ama. The floating oki is used to deposit oysters in after each dive. Now, our demonstration takes place in a 12-foot pool, but the Amazon of Japan, who are accustomed to working in tough ocean waters as well as calm,
cold, isn't it?
Hey. You want to go inside?
And now Hannah will demonstrate a typical Amazon dive. I would like to send her out by saying, Hajimete Kudasai, which means, please begin. I would like to emphasize that the Amma diver dives without any use of weights or artificial breathing apparatus. Her only mechanical equipment is a hook-nosed iron knife, which she uses to dislodge the oyster she secures. Believing that it increases lung capacity, the Amma breathes only through her mouth. With her hands full of oysters, she pulls the ogi towards her using a technique called the toe walk. She simply pulls on the lifeline using her toes, as Hannah is now demonstrating. In this way, she will not risk losing any of her precious catch. She deposits her oysters in the ogi and pauses for a brief rest before completing another dive. Traditionally, the Amma profession is passed on from mother to daughter. The youngest diver you can see here at Six Flags Worlds of Adventure is 19, but the Amazon of Japan usually begin their careers between the ages of 5 and 10. Now, because experience is of great value and years of working with the moods of the sea increase in Amma's wisdom, these women were desirable employees who worked profitably into their 60s and 70s. Once again, watch Hannah's feet as she performs the delicate and difficult toe walk. While our diver makes this technique look easy, it is very difficult to perform, especially for the Amazon of Japan, who works with a lifeline of 80 to 100 feet in length. At this time, we would like to invite someone who has already bought a Pearl Cup to come up and come to our stage and have Hannah dive for him or her. Anyone coming? Okay, it doesn't look like it. At this time then, Hannah will now ready to dive for you. If you want to go purchase a Pearl Cup, she will be able to dive for you at this time. After you purchase your cup, simply hand Hannah your cup after taking the token out of it. Hand her your empty cup, she'll dive for you, and when she returns the cup with an oyster in it, exchange the token for the cup. Then take your oyster over to the oyster counter, have it open for you, and after it's appraised, it can be mounted on any one of our beautiful rings, pendants, earrings, or tie-back settings that we have in our settings department. Just so you know, I will be remaining on stage to try and answer any questions that you may have. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day here at Six Flags Worlds of Adventure. Domo arigato gozaimasu, which means in Japanese, thank you very much.
Camera away. Is it okay? I'm doing good. Nice smile. It's a good thing we don't have a video camera. Because this is like a...
My hand's cramping, but it's worth it.
There's a floating shell right there. I thought it was a leaf. Where'd the couple go? They gonna announce what it was?
I see one. I see it. A pearl. See a pearl. Right there. Right here. Where? Right here. Right here.
If you're just now joining us, this is our pearl diving exhibition, and we are currently in the audience participation part of our demonstration. You can go ahead and purchase a pearl cup over at the pearl cup counter if you want, and Anna will dive for you, retrieve an oyster, and then they will open your oyster and retrieve the pearl out of it. Okay, this time I am going to call in our alma diver for the time being. Our next full demonstration is at 3 o'clock. If you guys would like to come back and see the full one.
No.
You know it's taping right now, but is he the diver? Is he the diver?
Konnichiwa. This is the Japanese way of saying good afternoon. My name is Hannah. On behalf of our staff here at Six Flags World Adventure, I'd like to welcome you to our pro diving exhibition. We are privileged to bring you the most unique of all aquatic attractions, an actual demonstration of Japanese pro diving. Our demonstration of the creation of this legendary art dates back to about 4000 BC. We are fortunate to have a large supply of the koi strawberry oysters, which you can see mostly at the bottom of our pool. Six Flags World Adventure imports these oysters from Horak Bay, which is located on the southeast coast of Japan. This particular oyster is used extensively in Japan for the raising of quality cultured pearls. Now when I say cultured pearls, many of our guests do have a misconception that cultured pearls somehow means fake or simulated. However, this is not true. A natural pearl is an accidental occurrence which happens deep at the bottom of the ocean. Somehow a small piece of sand or a silver shell is lies inside the oyster. This irritates its sensitive lining, causing it to create a smooth, varnish-like substance called nacre. Nacre is a calcium deposit that forms a layer upon layer around the surface until a beautiful pearl is formed about 3 to 5 years later. Because this is an accidental occurrence, natural pearls are extremely rare. It is for this reason that in 1908, a man by the name of Horak invented and perfected a method whereby pearls can be planted, grown, and harvested, just like the crop. He discovered a way of inserting an artificial nutrient into the oysters to produce what is referred to as a cultured pearl. Cultured pearls are generally larger, rounder, and seem to have fewer imperfections than the natural ones. Immediately following the demonstration, our pearl diver Michelle will be exacting instructions for you. You may participate by purchasing a pearl cup located at the pearl cup counter over to my right. Every oyster at the bottom of our pool has been through the pearl cultivation process, and it's guaranteed that you'll gain at least one beautiful pearl. If you happen to hear our lucky guest chimes, thank you, Lindsay. This means that we have a special guest. We consider a special guest anyone who has received a pearl, who has received double pearls from an oyster, which does happen about 10% of the time, or receives a pearl of unusual size, which measures in at 8 millimeters in diameter or larger. In addition to its size, the pearls are rated according to its color. If you happen to receive a blue, pink, silver, gray, gold, or green pearl, congratulations. These are extremely rare and are considered to be of greater value than the white or cream-colored pearls. Our diver is making her way toward the stage at this time, and as she comes out, I would like to tell you a little bit about the artifact she will be representing. Centuries before cultured pearl party began, the skillful women and divers of Japan, called Nama, traditionally go for natural pearls. These women were considered to be among the most graceful of all the Japanese people. They were accustomed to working in the dangerous waters of Japan, constantly facing threats of sharks and poisonous seals. While Nama had well-developed reputation, spacious lung capacity, and sturdy shoulders and legs. Men seldom, if ever, engaged in this line of work. One explanation offered to a greater eligibility of women
is the thicker layer of insulating body fat with which women are naturally endowed. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce Michelle. Michelle is wearing a centuries-old costume of the Amish diver called the Amish. The long-sleeve shirt fits slightly in the neck, wrist, and waist areas. Although it looks rather cumbersome, I assure you it will give her complete freedom of movement while in the water. The bright white color is believed to frighten away predators because it represents the underbelly of the killer whale. Michelle is now tying a 30-foot lifeline around her waist, which is attached to a wing cup called a yoke. If she should have a problem during her dive, this line will pull the arm to the surface. The floating yoke is used to deposit oysters in after each dive. Our demonstration takes place in a 12-foot pool, but the Amazons in the end are capable of diving 18 to 80 feet and staying down for a minute and a half or longer. She may complete 40 to 50 dives an hour and work 8 hours a day, collecting hundreds of oysters. Yet less than 1 in every 1,000 of the oysters actually contain a pearl. A Japanese diver works for a 2-hour period before taking a 30-minute rest, during which she warms herself at a beach fire, exchanges her wet diving clothes for new dry ones, and eats a light snack consisting of seafood she collected during her work period before returning to the ocean. And now, Michelle will demonstrate a typical Amazon dive. But before she goes, I would like to say, as you may take to decide, the sweet begin. I would like to emphasize that the Alma dives without the use of any weights or artificial breathing apparatuses. Her only mechanical equipment was a hook-nosed iron knife, which she used to decide the oyster she carries. With her hands full of oyster, the Alma surfaces and pulls the ocean towards her using a technique called Horak. She simply pulls on the lifeline using her toes, as Michelle was demonstrating. In this way, she will not risk losing any of her precious catch. She now deposits the oysters in the ocean and pauses for a brief rest before she completes another dive. Traditionally, the Alma profession is passed on from mother to daughter. The youngest diver you may see here, 6 life world adventure, is 19, but for most Alma divers, give their career between the ages of 5 and 10. Because experience is of great value, and long years of dealing with the news of the sea increase the Alma's wisdom. Some Alma divers have known to dive to the age of 85. Once again, watch Michelle as she performs a delicate and difficult toe walk. While our diver makes this technique look easy, it is very difficult to perform, especially for the Amazon of the year who generally works with a lifeline of 80 to 100 feet in length. At this time, we would like to invite a guest who has already purchased a Pearl Cup to come up on stage and have Michelle dance, especially for him. Hello, welcome to Six Flags. What is your name? And Keisha, where are you from? Well, welcome to Six Flags. Michelle is now going to get you a little stick for you. At this time, we would like to have our pool appraiser come up on stage. And our pool appraiser will be Eric. Eric is now inserting a knife into the mouth of the oyster to separate the muscle which holds the two shells together. He removes the pearl and inspects to see if there are any additional bones because multiple pearls are found here at 6 cycles and that's about 10% of the time. Eric layer of table salt, remove a thin layer of membrane and surround the pearl when it comes out of moisture. If you did not do this, it would cause the pearl to perfectly tarnish within 3 to 5 hours. If you would like to clean your pearl at home, we ask that you do not use table salt, for it is much too harsh and abrasive and should only be used to initial cleaning. Instead, you can use a mixture of baking soda and water or your favorite toothpaste. And Eric, would you like to tell us about Station View Pearl?
This is selling 1/4 cream pearl, and it's sold by 24 hours. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Ms. Lisa. And if I can have a round of applause for our guests. Thank you, Eric. If you have already purchased a Pearl Cup, Michelle is now ready to dive for you. Simply take out the token from the bottom of the cup, hold on to the token, and hand it to Michelle your cup. Once you return with your cup, she will give you a cup with the oyster in it, and then just hand her the token.
You gotta handle that token, Bunny. Yeah, handle that.
If you are just now joining us, we are in the demonstration portion of our show. If you would like to purchase a Pearl Cup, you may do so over the Pearl Cup counter, which is located over to my right.
You're cooking. Which one do you want?
Well, they usually put a mask on and go down and pick up the...
Once again, if you are interested in receiving a pearl, you simply must go over to the oyster counter, purchase a Pearl Cup, and Michelle will more than happy to dive down and receive a pearl for you.
I don't know.
At this time, is there anyone interested in purchasing a pearl from the exhibit show? The show will only be allowed for a couple more minutes. And we have another special guest here. Could you please tell us about them?
I want to roll Aurora with a half-pound twin pearl or the roll will take the total by $48. Congratulations.
Congratulations indeed. Again, this is a demonstration portion of our show. If you are interested in purchasing a pearl cup, you can do so over at the Oyster Bar counter. For one cup, it is $11.99 for two. You can purchase it for $19.99 plus tax.
Oh, it's a big one right there. Uh-oh.
do not see any other qualified doctors, so at this time I would like to call Michelle out of the water. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day here at Six Flags World of Adventure. I'd like to conclude our demonstration by saying, Domo arigato gozaimasu. Please, thank you very much.